There's your number 3 ranked women's basketball team down at the Paradise Jam of the Virgin Islands, starting off last Thursday by beating Cincinnati 77-60 in their opening game. 3 Buffaloes finished in double figures, but the team's production was largely from outside of the usual suspects. Tamaya Sadler and Kendall Weta led the way with season highs of 15 and 14 points respectively. Weta went a perfect 5 for 5 from the field, handed out 4 assists. Aaronette Vonleh posted 13 points, and Quay Miller led the team with 8 rebounds. Then on Friday night, the Buffs took down Kentucky 96-53. They started the game out a bit slow, but finished the first quarter on a 14-0 run, which helped them pull away from the Wildcats early. Colorado forced 27 Kentucky turnovers, resulting in 42 points. The Buffaloes out-assisted the Wildcats 22-8, giving CU its 6th straight game of 20 assists to start the season. And then in the finale on Saturday, the Buffs suffered their first loss of the campaign, 78-60 against number 10 North Carolina State. CU shot a combined 57% in their first 2 games of the tournament, but shot just 33% against the Wolfpack. Colorado was led by all-tournament selection Jalen Sherrod and her 20 points. She got half of her production from the free throw line, going 10 of 10 from the line. Frida Foreman hit 4 second-half threes and scored all 14 of her points in the final 20 minutes. The women are back in action on Saturday. They've got Air Force down in Colorado Springs.
Clock at 5 to Hadley. Kick out left side to Silva. Wide open for 3. Right between the eyes from downtown.
He becomes the 39th Buff in history to break 1,000 points in his career back at Buffalo Stampede. Buffs get the win over Iona, by the way. Tristan DeSilva joining us. The 1,000 point. Do you get a T-shirt for that, or what exactly happens?
I don't even know. You know, so far nothing happened, but I'm just feeling old.
You know, that says something, though. That speaks to the longevity. It speaks to the level you've played. It speaks to how hard you've worked. What does that mean to you when you get 1,000 points for a program like this?
Yes, it's awesome. I mean, I just think about, you know, the seniors that were here when I was a freshman. Yeah. And the ones that cracked the 1,000-point mark. So being able to join that club is crazy.
Yeah, that would have been, see, McKinley would have been on there. Evan would have been on there. Yeah. Deshaun would have been on there when the time was all said and done. So there must be like a secret handshake. Maybe McKinley will share that with you now. You get to 1,000 points.
I hope so.
You guys come back from Daytona. I know you guys were disappointed about the Florida loss, Florida State loss. You get the win over Iona here today. How'd you guys play? What did you feel about this ballgame?
I felt like we kind of got back to, you know, how we played in the first couple games, sharing the ball, making sure everybody's involved, moving on offense, and then, you know, playing defense, and just having fun out there.
Is there something you learned from that Florida State game, though? That was a very physical team, right? The way they played. Big team. What do you guys take away from that to build on them moving forward?
Yeah, there are definitely things that we took away from it. And, you know, we kind of changed it in practice, too. Right after we lost before we played Iona, and you know, just relying on each other, making sure that everybody's involved in the offense, making sure that, you know, the ball doesn't stick, and you know, defensively just being solid every time.
Young players have got to learn, don't they? Yeah, you're a veteran, but some of the young guys got to learn when you play a big physical team about how strong, secure you've got to be with the basketball, right?
Yeah, and you got to play with poise, and you know, all they want to do is speed you up and kind of get you out of your comfort zone, and as long as you don't let that happen, you're all good.
Yeah, the Buffaloes come back from Daytona, though, get the victory over Iona, and afterward we heard from a few players, including this guy.
I didn't know where I was at, to be honest, before the game, or actually my whole 3 years. So it's crazy to think about to join that club, but I'm just grateful for my teammates, you know, sharing the rock tonight and letting me play aggressively.
Kind of great, you know, to be, you know, around excellence. You know, I've seen him put in the work. I've seen him, you know, all the long hours he's put in the film, you know, and it just goes, you know, to show how hard he's been working, and he deserves it, you know. And it's just great to be a part of, for sure. There's many more to come. I mean, this is a good bounce back. You know, we needed this. A lot of guys, pretty much the whole team, everybody, coaching staff, players, we were all down. We were all down, you know, on ourselves because we knew we should have played better. And I know me and Tristan, you know, we did a lot of talking along with the other guys, and, you know, just assured ourselves that that's not the kind of the basketball we wanted to play. What you saw today, the sharing the rock, you know, the multiple assist numbers, the high efficiency, that's how we're supposed to play.
Some post-game comments after the Buffaloes improved to 5-1 after they knock off the Gales of Iona. Okay, did you know what a Gale was before the game? Do you know what a Gale is now?
I still don't know. Enlighten me.
Gaelic, Irish. That's where it comes from,
okay.
The Gales. This ball game, was the defense where you guys wanted to be in this contest?
In the second half, for sure.
Yeah.
First half, you know, we kind of let them get going. We let them get going from 3. We got them at the foul line a couple times, so that wasn't really the plan, but second half was where it's at.
What have you learned? Now you said at 5-1, ranked in the top 25. What have you learned about this team that maybe you didn't know coming through camp as you kind of build this thing and grow this team moving forward?
I mean, just, we got to be more consistent with what we're doing. I know that was an issue last year. Kind of reverted to what we've been doing last year a little bit against Florida State. And but it's we learned from it. We kind of improved on it in practice, and then today we took it out on court.
Being a senior, has anything changed about your approach? Maybe you're smarter, you're older, you've seen a lot at this point in time. In terms of getting ready for a game, has anything changed with you over the years?
Not really. I mean, I took it serious as a freshman. I take it serious now, so I'm not, I wasn't too worried about, not being locked in, not being ready.
Yeah.
I come in a little bit earlier, get some work done with Steve, but that's about it.
All right, Wednesday night now, the Buffaloes are in Fort Collins to take on the Rams. Very good basketball team. Your younger teammates understand, especially the guys not from Colorado, understand that this is kind of a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But we're looking forward to it. They're a great team this year. So.
Hey, congratulations on 1,000 points.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
TRISTAN SILVA, he and the Buffaloes get the victory over Iona. We're going to recap a little bit with my partner, Scott Wilkie, coming up next here in the Buffalo Stampede.